Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where are we?
Live in the
All
massage
right.
for a closed group. So I've never had that happen, James. We were a little behind and people were like, where's James? Where's James? You're a one-eyed commodity, man. Look at you.
I'll make it worth the wait.
So you've been feeling a little under the weather, so I'm glad that you were able to join us.
Thanks, Diane. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you.
Good. So we have a lot of good news. One, the first thing is that you will be joining the Shoulder Jam May 24th to the 28th. And it's funny because I thought of you when I arranged this originally because, you're kind of a shoulder pioneer. You're kind of like a shoulder master. Yeah. It's kind of, it couldn't have a shoulder jam without James Weslowski. So we're excited. Are you excited?
What's amazing, Dan, is I was supposed to be in Dubai again doing a shoulder conference to 300 surgeons from all over the world in Dubai. They just emailed me again last September and this September, but because of the COVID, I'm doing it with you instead. So instead of those 300 surgeons from all over the world getting this rib, clavicular, scalene, thoracic outlet, new research on adhesive capsulitis, you're going to be the beneficiary. This group is going to benefit from that amazing lineup of great people you've lined up, Diane.
I'm beside myself. I would have never imagined in a million years, but I am so pleased with the teachers that are turning out. And then the other thing that I think we need to talk about, James, is the Massage Mentor Institute is home to your Zoom classes. And, one, they're amazing. Two, you've been very generous with your pricing. And three, if you haven't seen them or bought them yet, you should. And 400, they're CEs too. You get a lot of CEs watching James in action.
What's amazing, Dan, and you played a huge role in this. We have 13 different classes, everything I teach all over the world. They're all like being live like we are right now. You're gonna get to see me do the PowerPoint. You're gonna get to see me working on Fran. We actually did those 13 classes 3 times. We gave you the best version of all 3 duplications. You made it look pretty and nice and sound and opening. And what's amazing is you can take a test, get CUs for every class, 2 for all 13 classes. I was only about 10 years behind in getting those online, but if it wasn't for you, Diane, and the Institute, it wouldn't be done right now. So I'm so blessed and so grateful that I had a year off from not teaching all over the world to get that stuff done. And it's going to be mind-boggling because it's set up just like we're live right now, and you're live in my classroom, and you're seeing everything, same handouts, same PowerPoint. All the PowerPoints were updated. All the handouts were updated. I mean, it's like the cutting edge of the future of what I would teach.
So and you're up close and personal. There's a great angle. You can see everything that James is doing, and it's just a really great production. He did a great job, and it's all there for you. And one of my staff members she loves James. We all love James. Who doesn't love James? But she's been, really watching the videos, and then she says, and then I go to the office, I try these techniques, and then I can go back and I can rewind them and I can watch it again. So sometimes in a class, you can only get so much.
Yep.
And then the cool thing with this is you can be with James any time of day in your pajamas. You can be with James whenever you want. And I think that that's a huge gift of the online stuff. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, the blessing was Whitney Lowe helped me out to get good sound, good lighting, good treatment room. We've got our nice massage table in the treatment room, good lighting coming at us. And in fact, I'll give you better lighting. So the idea is we did it right, Diane. We did it in an amazing way. Eric Dalton's been telling me for like 12 years, you need to get all your stuff online. You need to get it all online. And for the cost, I mean, you are literally in every Zoom class, Dan, you're getting the same content. Let's say, for an example, the shoulder class. You would spend a whole day, 8 hours in the classroom with me because questions would be asked, and then questions to get off track, and then you get all this different stuff coming at you. But now you get to see the same PowerPoint, same handout, same slow, non-caffeinated version of me doing it. Oh, by the way, I saw you do something with your other partner. Can we high five on that screen? How did you do that?
Well, it's the other hand.
Okay.
Your other hand. There you go. Just the other way. It's crazy, right? There we go. There we go.
Yeah, Fred and I love you. My wife and I love you, Dan. If it wasn't for you, these great teachers, Paul Kelly to Luca, I had to spend 30 years of my career to get shoulder work accumulated to the point that you're giving it all at once from master, not just the shoulder jam, but you're talking about a rock concert with the best rock stars in the world coming together with the best input. I mean, oh my God, I just can't believe the lineup you have.
I'm super excited. And you know what, too? Like my brain, I'm always thinking. And one of the things as you were talking that I was thinking too is taking some of these Zoom classes with you online and then seeing you live. Oh,
yeah.
I think blending those two things together is like now you're offering people the full James experience, because too, there's nothing like seeing you live. That's where I first saw you. And that's where my heart grew fond of you. You invited me to one of your classes and I was just like, oh my gosh. And you were teaching all this stuff. And then at the end, you show this beautiful video of you and all the stuff you do. And you just feel the love from James. Everyone I talk to, you feel the love from James. So I think too, blending those two things together for you is, how much better does it get?
Dan, it's in chunks. Whitney Lowe told me that they can absorb about an hour at a time or 2 hours. So if you do an 8-hour day of shoulder or let's say kinetic chain knee, I have 13 different classes, you're going to get the same content in 2 hours, slow paced. And what's amazing is you're letting them how long can they watch these over and over and over again? I forgot what we decided.
I don't think we really put a limit on it, did we?
It would be like having me in this room over and over and over and over again. So if you have to review what kinetic chain is, if you have to review, rib clavicular scaling work, you can rewind it and go in, okay, I want to do that again. And we did it. All those Zooms were done working with, some of my Zoom classes were 100, 200, 300 people. Well, now it's one-on-one. So you're saying me and my wife in the treatment room, you're with somebody in your safety of your home, following the work I'm doing on my wife. She's been such a great model too. And it's been really cool.
It's a tough job she has, Fran.
It is a tough job, getting work done a lot. But she finally got worn out. I had to bring in a couple of my teaching assistants. But it's awesome. Putting up with it is a tough job.
So much great stuff going on. And then the other thing on the Institute, what we'll be doing is I'm going to get all James' classes and I'll post where he's going to be live too. So there'll be a quick reference in the Institute where you can see all the teachers and where they're going to be and how you can see them live. That's another thing that I'm very excited about.
And the great thing about the live courses, Dan, is they're 6 people, 10 people, 12 people. So imagine 6 people in this room we're in right now. My table, your table on one side, the other one on the other side. And like with your group, when we come out and do your group, we have maybe 6 or 8 people in there, and they're getting a lot of mentoring, and that's going to happen. I'm booked every weekend now through October on live classes, but they're all very personal, intimate, CDC precautions, masks, everything, you name it. We're spraying the room with HOCl to kill all the viruses. I'm pretty excited because this has been a year of mentoring, and between the Institute and the small live classes, I can't even imagine being in a room with only 6 people with Eric Dalton and me studying with him for 2 days. That's kind of what they're getting between what you put together on the Institute and what we're going to do live. I'm so excited.
And you're doing some stuff with ATMA.
AMTA.
We have a lot of stuff coming up.
We're doing both webinars where the AMTA members can all tap in. We're starting to do 2 full days now coming up in a couple of weeks with Utah. And then we're now doing in the fall, we're doing live ones. I just signed the contract when you called me for North Dakota for 4 days in North Dakota where I grew up. I grew up in the Midwest. I'm going back to my hometown and teaching. So we're starting to do live stuff. I'm going to be with Eric Dalton in July in Oklahoma. I'm now co-teaching with him, and you're going to be there, girl.
I'm going to be there.
It's going to be awesome.
I'm so excited about that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it'll be really neat. So lots of good things happening with James. You got to check out his Zoom classes. Can't wait till the shoulder jam. So many good things. So many of us, we really use the time to our benefit. It was a hard go through COVID. It's still happening. but there are a lot of positive things that came out of it for you, James. And I got to know you better, which I love. And I'm excited to be working with you. So if you guys haven't checked out the Institute, you got to check it out. You got to check out James's page. 13 classes, great deal, tons of CEs. And then the shoulder jam, it speaks for itself, really.
And in that shoulder jam, Diane, I'm giving him stuff no one has ever seen before. There's clinical studies and research. There's stuff saying that 90% of frozen shoulders have been misdiagnosed, and there's more positional release. There's more. So if you didn't study with me over a year ago, which hardly anybody has because of 220, you're going to be blown away. And this is all secret now. You got to go to the gym to get all this stuff. Like, it's going to be totally amazing. From one of my colleagues' studies in Ireland. In fact, Aubrey, my teaching assistant in Ireland, is going to be on that jam with us. His sister, Allison, I've hung out with them before in Ireland. You picked a pretty amazing crew. It's almost like the superstar team coming together. It gives me goosebumps, because the people you chose and the people that I get to interact with are people that I hold as mentors. So it's going to be, I'm going to be watching, because I'm going to go, well, what does Till do? What does everybody else? So you see through a different set of glasses. And all in 1 week, you can see world leaders saying, well, I would do this. It's called, Benny Vaughn talked to me about this. He said, let's do a seminar. I'll look at a patient, you look at a patient, and four of the world leaders look at a patient. What do we see? And it's all going to be different.
Right.
So how cool is that you gave them an opportunity to look from how many people are in the gym? It's like 10. So 10 lenses, a neuromuscular lens, a myofascial lens, oh my God, it took me 30 years to get what you're putting together in 1 week. It's pretty cool.
I'm so excited. And James, again, as always, it's great to touch base with you. I appreciate you getting on. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell us about or cover before we?
I would say we just updated our website. Thanks to you, Georgette. It's awesome. We just updated our website. We're going to be adding all these links to your institute. I would say that I think people underestimate what you put together, Diane. I think the Massage Mentor Institute, the level of educators, the level of teachers, the level of love and compassion. And the one thing we're all going to bring to the table now since 220 is a lot more love, compassion, healing. We're not just going to teach you shoulder work. We're going to teach you why the world needs us more now than ever before, getting you out of emotional pain, physical pain, human touch. I remember talking about Ashley Montague. That before he passed, I took him to the airport. He wrote the book on touch. And he said, when we are deprived of touch as babies, our brains don't develop well. Now, when we're deprived of touch as adults, our chemicals in our brains are totally changing. And so we are going to not only teach you the best shoulder stuff in the world, we're going to teach you how to raise the bar. We're going to inspire you. We're going to be your cheerleaders. We're going to get you motivated to get back there and help people what they need right now. They need human touch with love, compassion, good energy, caring, and these techniques will blow your mind. I'm honored to be your friend. I'm honored to call you a mentor. I'm honored that you're going to be with the A-team in Oklahoma at Derek Dalton's class. This has been a great experience, Diane, and I think we're going to take back, I think many reviews ago you said, we need to take it back. We need to take back the education. We need to be the people that lead the education in this amazing profession. And to be part of your A-team in giving this back to our profession, by our profession, with the leaders of our profession, is just beyond mind-boggling. So I'm excited about everything. I'm excited about being live again. I'm excited about the online courses, and the shoulder jam is really going to be that. Are we going to have a jam session at the end? We're going to.
I think we are actually. Yeah, why not? And your enthusiasm is so contagious and so nice. And like I said, I'm really excited to be in your life, and I'm excited for everyone to experience the mix of everyone together. Oh, James, thank you for joining me. If you'll hang tight for a second, everybody check out James on the Massage Mentor.
My apologies for being late. Oh, by the way, the website is www.orthomassage.net, www.orthomassage.net. And I promise I will never be late again. My mistake. God bless you guys.